While Rockfield is a very safe place to live, citizens can't help but notice the graffiti in town is getting worse. Everywhere citizens go, they can see it, and it is becoming more obscene every time. Even our brand new city hall has recently been defaced. Sims have complained to the local PD, but they say they can't catch every bad guy in town and have to focus on the most heinous and worst crimes as a top priority to keep Sims safe. We're simply understaffed, the chief of police says. Rockfield has grown exponentially and funding hasn't kept up with growth. The mayor responds swiftly, agreeing with the chief, adding, "We are aware of some of our services in town need a funding boost, and I'm happy to announce that with the budget balanced and a steady stream of revenue, the town is able to make much needed upgrades to some city services. Now that our engineering department is complete, it's time to focus on emergency services. I invite citizens from all over town to come to the open house this Saturday at City Hall to view the new emergency service vehicles on display that will be going into service as soon as our brand new police station is built." Hello and welcome back everyone. I am Amateur Andy and here we are playing City Skylines the amateur way. And you heard it here first. We are getting new emergency service vehicles and that is super exciting. But before that, we have a few things that we need to do today, including addressing this significant industrial demand here. So in our cozy agriculture area, we are importing roughly 60 to 65% of our crops that we need to keep production running. And I don't want to do that because it costs us money. So we're going to build more crop fields and we're going to figure out how we can up production on the current crop fields that we have to keep that satisfied. We're also going to try to add a small office park in this area over here. So that will help with some industry demand and it will give some of our higher educated workers somewhere to work as well. And then if industry demand still persists after that, then we will look at expanding the farm even more to help cure some of this industrial demand. So this plot of land here, I still want to build a little something here, like a water feature, something kind of welcome people into town. And I'm going to keep this hotel here, but I think I'm going to change the road layout slightly. So I'm going to make it a little bit more straight and then kind of curve down into here somehow. And then maybe like a slip road in here or something like that. We're going to turn this into a little office park, a little mini office park to help alleviate some of our industrial demand. And we're going to keep this hotel here too, and then add in a few restaurants and stuff to help with our commercial demand. The kinds of things that you would see in an office area and near some hotels. So we will do that. But the first thing we're going to do is we are going to relocate and actually upgrade our current police station, which is somewhere around here, right here. So this is the old delicious vanilla police station, and we're going to change it with a different one. And we're also not going to put it in the middle of a subdivision too. So we have a new one here that I was able to obtain. Toronto Police 42 Division costs $12,000 and has an upkeep of $192 a week and 20 police cars. This other one that I grabbed, which is super, super good looking, and I love it so much, costs double the amount of money. It has like 8 times the amount of upkeep every week and has 2 less patrol cars. So for the sake of being budget friendly, we're going to use Toronto Police 42 Division and we are going to put it right here. I think this is a good spot for it right here. I really like this spot. It's kind of on the corner near most major arteries in and out of town. So, and that's a good looking police station. I actually kind of like that. How far can we back this up? Right about there. So that's good. And we will add fenced compound around here. So let's take a look at our fence. What do we have for fences? We need a barbed wire fence. Yes, this one here. That is a nice chain link fence. We're going to get rid of this tree. And I need a gate actually to put here. Do I have a gate or do I need to get one? I didn't think about that. Oh, we do have one. Ooh, that one would go perfect there, wouldn't it? Except, yeah. Ooh, okay. chain link fence gate. Ooh, I like this industrial gate here. Seems very ram resistant, if you will. Okay, that looks okay. I think we can probably just clean up this end a little bit. Okay, so after a bit of time playing around with the design and whatnot, this is the layout that I've come up with. It's not quite what I had originally envisioned, but I think it works well. We may need to expand it later in the future, but that's okay. So I just quickly want to see if we can change the color a bit here. That looks like a nice color right there, and we're a little sunken into the ground here. What's going on here? That looks better. I like it. All right, well, that's not horrible. I mean, that's just terrain. It is what it is. The fence is conforming. A nice little security gate, a little parking lot around the back here where we're going to put some emergency vehicles. And we will definitely do that right now. Okay, so something that I did not think about is the helipad. So we might, I don't think we're going to need a helicopter right away, but we probably will need one eventually. So we'll have to worry about that a little bit down the road then. So that is our police station done. For now, we'll come back and decorate it anyways, but I think it looks okay. We might make this a little bit bigger actually one day, now that I think about it. There might be a bigger parking lot here, as I feel like there would be some like impound vehicles and some more of these larger like emergency response unit vehicles and things like that. So anyways, I think some of these cars are really floating in midair too. Okay, let's see if we can fix that real quick. Good. Okay. So, well, actually the first thing we can do is unpause the game, and then we can find our other police station over here somewhere. And why are we on African Swallow? Gee whiz. And delete it. And we will, excuse me, replace this with some single family homes. Okay, so we will then use our vehicle selector, and we have very good. Now we can go to our fire department, and actually while we're on our way there, have a quick stop at the cemetery because I picked up a Dodge Grand Caravan Coroner Edition. So we'll replace the hearse with the coroner van for our transfers to other facilities. And then we will now carry on to our fire station. And let's see what we have. Can we just move all these over here? And then just get rid of that one. Awesome. And will that work for our clinic? Yes. Very, very cool. So we have some industry demand. So how are we going to refigure this? Let's just think about this for a second here. So this is going to come straight along and then probably down a little bit like this, I think is probably the best bet. And then this will be a little mini office park. Yeah, I like that. Let's just move this out of the way for now. Maybe back here. Power's going to be cut off for a second. Let's just go ahead and correct that before we need our power outage counter again. And then we're going to take this road. I think this one's probably going to come around here-ish. I think we'll go here. That's not great. There is a way for me to fix that. Okay, let's put our hotel back. Just get you that. Why does he do that? Why does it not like me sometimes? Why does it do that? Is this for real right now? Gee, golly gosh. Okay. I don't know why it does that. If anybody knows why it does that, I'm definitely open to suggestions as to how to correct that issue. And we still don't have any power. Why don't we have any power here? Just taking a second to come back online. Okay. Before we get too far, let's check our budget real quick. So this was his Parks and Plaza. So everybody's really happy and our budget's really low on that. So that's good. Okay. Okay, so everything seems to be okay. Police department availability. Crime rate's low. We only have 2 criminals detained. So, okay, I'm not unhappy with how that is playing out. So let's get in a little office district here. So some roads happening. And we're going to lose our power lines again. What a surprise. Is it going to give me trouble when I go and fix it? Probably, because it always does. Not today, because it wants to make a liar out of me, because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's put... I'm going to probably end up putting a few restaurants along here. And we'll put some offices around here. So let's just turn on our zoning. Okay, so we'll zone office, and then we'll plop what we need to plop. And I feel like we put a road and a parking lot in here. That's probably exactly how it would happen too. So how can we make this easy on ourselves? Oh, there's those hydro lines again. Gee whiz. So we're just going to do this. So offices, zoning, and then is this office zone? So we're going to put office. I'm not going to put anything there. I'm going to put some restaurants here. I think if we're going to put anything in the middle here, whatever places don't grow, I'll just manually plop some offices in there. So what do we have for restaurants? This is one of those plaza ones. I don't like that one there. We don't have a whole lot of restaurants, do we? Like a little sit down, have dinner kind of restaurant for people who are on business trips or on the go in some other way, shape, or form. So a Penny's would be perfect right there. Probably spread these out a little bit. Office is growing in here pretty hardcore. That's fantastic. This little Wingstop is so tiny. Sally's Pop Soda Restaurant. So these parking spaces along the side here, I don't, and you know what? If I rotate this building, yeah, I think that's better. I would need to put a parking lot around here somewhere too. So I wonder if we move this, just move this just a little bit. If we can get a little parking lot in there, that would be pretty cool. That is not how you spell parking. So we have some pre-made lots here, I believe, somewhere. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at our office towers. Oh, cool. Oh, they look fantastic. Okay. We need a parking lot in here too. So let's do that. I like it. Now, can I stretch that? Or is that just the way it's going to be? You know what? That's fine. That's just the way it's going to be. I'm putting some little walking paths. That one's really close to that one. I don't know how I feel about that. I wonder if we can move that. Actually, yeah, it is a little, yeah, okay, we're gonna just move that over just a little bit. It is a little tight in there. There we go. So I'm not a fan of these parking spaces in the front, so I do think that I'm going to remove them. And I'm not liking how this corner is turning out. So I think I'm just going to put this guy on the side here. I'm just going to move this one over. And that's really helped our industry demand. So that makes me really happy. That'll give us some time to go and work in our farm area. So this one is a super great looking building, and it's got glass on all corners. So that one might be a corner unit. The question is what corner? And we have 2 of these right next to each other. So get rid of that. Get rid of these, and let's put this one on the corner. Yeah, that's a good looking building. So this is turning out okay. It's a little office park. We'll get some different offices maybe at some point. And yeah, see, these are all duplicating. These are all 3 of the same. This one can stay. So let's see what we have for office. Do we have any custom offices? Oh, that's commercial, excuse me. Office. Oh, there's a nice little office building. What level is that one? That should be level 1. It is level 1. Very awesome. Oh, things are leveling up quickly. Hey, look at these ones already. Oh, that's a new one being built. Excuse me. All right, what is going on here? Is this building another building on top of another building? It is too. What would it be like that for? So these two are kind of the same. I wonder if we can put them next to each other. I bet you we can. And these two are the same too. At the front of the building or the back of the building? So let's put this one over here. Let's put this one next to it and see if we can't make this one building. Okay, there we go. It's got a little bit of a... Of course, the tree wasn't in the way. It's got a little bit of a gap there, but I think it's okay. And we're going to go ahead and take these parking spaces out as well. So we got the little something building in here, do we? I don't like those parking spaces around the back of this building. Let's fix that too. We still have some serious demand. Oh, yeah, these buildings. So which one's the front? So that's the front. Okay, so this one's facing the wrong way. All right, that looks okay. It is slightly encroaching on our parking lot, but we can fix that just by the hair on our chinny chin, eh? Okay, so how about we just a hair. There we go. Should clean that up nicely. Which looks pretty good. Teeny tiny little, what the heck is this? Is that an office? Top banking. Okay, well that'll get a little bit bigger because it's just a level 1. So this is that top banking. You know what I do have that I could place? And it would probably go nicely on the corner right here. A little drive-through bank. Does it not like curve? I don't understand why it doesn't like curved roads. So that has a little drive-through on it too. So we'll make a little loop road for that. So that's cool. Okay, so and then we'll end up putting a fence around this hotel that I did not set the terrain height correctly on. There we go. So that's good. Let's just get some parking spaces in our parking lot here so people have somewhere to park when they come to work. So I'll put some of these ones in. Actually, you know what? We'll start with the accessible spaces first. Very cool. I'm excited to decorate this area now, and our industry demand is just like, wow, through the roof again. Okay, let's figure out, just make sure we got no issues happening here. So yeah, again, we're having production issues. So not enough flour, not enough flour to make goods. Okay, so we definitely have a crop production problem. So I remember distinctly at one point, a couple episodes ago, we tried to add some more of these vegetable fields over into this area, but some places over in the corner here were getting a little too far away from the fertile land, so they weren't producing any goods. They were outside of the area. So instead of just removing one of them and turning this into something that makes a little bit more sense for the area, I decided it was a good idea to, delete all of them. So let's put those back in. 84 units per week, 444 units per week. Yeah, see? Because we're getting too far away from fertile land. Hang on a second, I have different ones here. So the maximum production rate on this one is 2,400, which it will be able to do over here. But over here, it only does 360, so that is not very good use of our money. So how can we fix this? How about, what is this tree plantation? How about some more tree farms? So that is a fruit field. Is that a fruit field? Large fruit field. maybe we need to enact some policies here to increase our production. So let's enact some of these policies and see if this helps our situation. So right now it's 69.44. It's only got one freight truck in use though, which is unfortunate. So that's only going to produce 45. But I don't know what else to do to fix that. Is it going to help over there if I put anything? Okay, this is not going to help a whole heck of a lot. And they all have farms on them too, which I don't really like. Because they're all the same. It's not producing a whole hell of a lot. We really need this tile here, but I'm not going to buy it. Okay, so we are producing our own crop, enough of our own crops now, just barely. But we need more crops badly. Is this producing anything? Yeah, it is. We're going to move this. The flour mill doesn't need to be here. We're going to put it over here where it belongs. There's this thing here too, a bakery. What we're going to do is we're going to put this one right on the corner. Then we're going to take this one and we're going to move it. And what can we fit in that one? Can we fit a small? Oh, we can fit a... Ooh, okay. So we can do that. Okay, let's move that then. He's just a wee guy. Okay, so that could stay a greenhouse, but I think we're going to change it to apples like the rest of them. These little nubs in here, I'm not a huge fan of them. But the little guy doesn't have one though. But that's okay. We need to decorate that and add some apple trees to it, which we will do. Now what can we put along here? So this is probably going to be our boundary line here, which is why that's like that. So let's... Okay, that looks okay. Now can we add something in here? What do we have? What we do have is a chicken coop. We'll add a chicken coop there. Well, that will help, and we'll again decorate that. And I think so. We have here a small animal pasture and a cattle shed. So we're going to need something like a slaughterhouse or something soon. And we're going to add more of these beekeeping in here because they create jobs, plenty of jobs actually, all things considering, and they look great. And we can add some stuff around here, but we also have some of these. So for example, over here we did. Okay, so if we zone this, let's put a little bit of industrial zoning right there. It'll turn out to be those little farm assets that are farm related, which is totally fine, totally cool. I think I'll just put a little road in there as well because we have some other fun stuff we can put here. So if we put some of these buildings in here, they also account for jobs too. So we can put this in here and it's 12 workers. Beautiful. Does that actually level up? Oh, it's already leveled up. Okay. So that has 12 workers. So we can put something back here too, which is pretty cool. We need to, I bet you I can't connect that road, can I? And I bet you that's why it's like that. Out of city limits. Out of city limits. That is unfortunate. Okay. D-zone that and that. We can put some small stuff in here. What do we have? Do we have a little... Yes. So I don't know if that's... Does that actually do anything too? It's got 2 educated workers. And this one has... Wow. See, these things are great. These little barns. We gotta put a few more of these in here because they create jobs. Oh, plenty. So what else do we have? So that one can go there. That one can go there. Good, good. I'm gonna get some more of these buildings, I think. So I have there's a ton of these things available, which is fantastic because they are awesome. And there's so many varieties in them. Like there's just so much variety. I like it. I like variety. Put one right there. And do we have something we can put in a field here? What do we have for fields? Small crop field. 3,800 units a week and it's only producing 2,400. I don't like that one there. Okay, we'll definitely got to be putting a road in there with some straw, hay, things of that nature. So our industrial demand is outrageous, isn't it? Wow. The office park actually looks pretty good. I quite like it. Quite like it a lot. The station is looking good. Okay. So, wow. Okay, let's let that play for a little bit. Let's not get too excited. I really want, at some point I remember saying that, oops, I was going to put the high school over here. For whatever reason, I opted to put it here. I don't remember what my reason was at the time, but this is a really awkward parcel of land, and I can't seem to make any fields fit in this area. You know, baseball, soccer, anything of the sort. So I think I'm going to go back to my original plan. I'm going to relocate the high school right here. I think I'll probably keep this road, put a high school here, put some fields. I'll change this to a roundabout. People can access in here. We'll have a little parking lot somewhere. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to be designed yet. And then we'll have all of our fields of a parking lot for a small little commercial area here. And then we can go put some more of these condo style units or townhouses or something like that along here to add more residential when the time comes for that. So we still have some industrial demand, and I'm not sure. Like all these places are working plenty. If we put anything up here, is it going to be too far away from anything? Is it going to produce anything? 240 units. 4,800, yeah. Right here, eh? Why does it still say only 2,400? Oh, is that because of our level? See, we're just coming into level 4 right now. So we need more workers. So how do we get our efficiency bonus to come up? We're still importing crops. Mother chickens. Okay, you know what? You talked me into it. Oh, gee whiz, that's 15 grand to buy 2 more tiles. Oh man, poo platter. But we can start building over here too, and then we would be able to tackle that interchange. Oh mother. Okay, let's get some rural roads happening. And how are we going to do this? So first things first, let's get this connected up over here. So there we go, that's that. And then we'll just space already occupied. So is your mom.
Burn.
Okay. Why is it so curved? Don't really know why that's curving. I wonder if we just do like a better, like a little nice okay, don't play nice. See what I care. Line this road up with this road here. And then this should be mostly fertile land. Yeah, so not so much over here, but let's get some fields in here. So what's the crop that produces the most crop? Not an industry area. Aha. Let's fix that. Now let's try this again. 316 units per week, and it's supposed to max out at 9,600. What would be the reason for that? 2,400 out of 4,800. This one doesn't make a lot of sense at all. Yeesh. We'll need to smooth that out a little bit, won't we? Why are we having a worker problem? Uh-oh. Okay, well, the water problem we can fix. We probably should. Okay, so that should help that for now. So what is the worker problem? Just not enough workers in general. Okay. It might be because they're having a tough time getting there. It is a long way away from everything. 12 jobs available, but there's industry demand. Okay, so let's not get too excited on where we go here. Let's first figure out where we're going to put these fields here. Or, sorry, what we're going to make them. So that's still going to produce crops, and we're going to produce 25, 29, 29, 29, and let's just keep an eye and see if that number changes. I really hope it does. But I don't know if it's going to. Okay, water. No problemo, guys. Whatever you guys need, you got it. Okay, so now we can take these and line them up. That's better. Okay. Now we can put some barns. Actually, I think we're going to put a little greenhouse here too, because we could use the greenhouse as like starting seeds or something like that, where they would be protected from the elements. So we can just take a small crop field and let's put it off to the side as much as possible. And then we're going to change that to a greenhouse so that when we come in and hopefully decorate this, we can maybe put a little gravel parking lot or something like that. So here's hoping this does something. We're just gonna have to let this play out because I honestly don't know what else I can do to correct this, but I am going to move this guy because I feel I can get this one actually will probably just go in the corner here, over here. And I don't know what we're going to put there yet. We're probably going to put some more stuff here. There's enough room for us to put some small fields here, I think, but that industry demand, gee whiz, eh? So in the meantime, let's just move our high school real quick here. Not a very level plot of land, is it? We got a little bit of encroachment here too. Whoops. Oh, we got to redo. Oh, okay. That is unfortunate. Okay, so what this plot of land is probably going to get used for is some single family homes. That being said, I'm considering, we have some options for this plot of land now. I'm considering making a nice, custom cemetery. What the heck is going on with the water? Why is the water level so low? Need to fix that. That should help a little bit there. Sorry, squirrel. So I'm considering this area for a custom cemetery with a funeral home, church, etc., etc. I'm also considering it for a few single-family homes in the area as well. Not a whole lot of residential demand right now. So it's possible that we might put a community cemetery here. So let's see how that plays out. All in all, I mean, we're at 4,500 citizens. That's not horrible. We do need to get some more citizens in town, but we really need to do something about this farming. So it's probably better if we start a forestry industry over here. And I think that's what we're going to do to move up our industry, because we got some serious industry demand and it's just, we can't seem to cure it. And I don't want to just have a zoned industry that's just constant smokestacks and polluting all the time. So I'm going to do what I can to not let that happen. So let's use our bridge to nowhere and let's start our forestry industry on the next episode. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I think we're going to call it here today. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks, etc., please let me know. I would love your help. And until the next episode, I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.